Peter Drew. As some of you know, 10 years ago, I built a retaining wall at my house, approximately 40, 50 foot long. And as I was building this retaining wall, I unearthed a natural resource that is in abundance in the state of Nevada. I have found this resource in other places that I've lived, but never to the magnitude of what I found here, commonly known as river rock. With this river rock, I built a rock garden in the corner of my backyard and bought this El Cheapo fiberglass waterfall. Being the classical male that I am, when I plugged that cheap fiberglass waterfall in, it sounded like a puppy pissing on grass. It didn't have the oomph that I wanted, the noise to wake my neighbors up. So my wife reminded me this weekend, 4 years ago, I tore the rock garden apart. I got rid of the fiberglass waterfall and have been digging a hole ever since. In fact, the mating call of my wife now is not until you finish the project. Needless to say, I am highly motivated. Now, the reason why I'm telling you this is every weekend I am working on this hole. I am digging it, and then I notice that it's not the right angle, and I'm lowering it here. I'm building a retaining wall over there. I'm backing off the shelf over here. I'm trying to set it up that when you lay the rubber matting down, it's not exposed and it is perfectly covered with all of the river rock that I have dug up. Do you see a similarity between what I'm doing with my waterfall and what you should be doing right now? A question came up about a week and a half ago about resumes. Just for the hell of it, I went and pulled up my master resume. I have not looked at it in a year and a half. And lo and behold, bigger than Stuttgart, there's a typo right in the midst of it. Somehow, some way, I must have been working on this thing and had a thought where I was trying to transition a sentence and I put 2 periods in and capitalized the next letter when in reality it should have been a comma and a small letter. If you're not reviewing your resume on a weekly basis, if you're not taking advantage of the 160 people in this organization to say, would you please look at my resume for me? If you're not taking advantage of the 160 people in this organization and say, beat the hell out of me on a mock interview because I really want to fail this one so that I'm successful at the real one, then you're not doing your job. Does that make sense what I'm saying? You need to be fine-tuning you. You need to be fine-tuning your resume. You need to be fine-tuning your interview skills. You should have an answer for every question that God can come up with to include, if you were going to be a tree, what kind of a tree would you be? Because we all know that is the dumbest damn question known to mankind. And yet it is asked at a multitude of interviews. So, what I expect from you is if you are at home, sitting there in your robe, wearing your bunny slippers, watching soap operas, eating bonbons, then get your butt up, get dressed, come to Pronet, pester somebody to review your resume, to sit across the table and ask you questions, any question that they can come up with, so that you are mentally prepared, that you are ready to rock and roll. So when that moment happens, the job that you're applying for is your name and only your name on it. But the only way you can do it the Washington Redskins, the greatest football team known to mankind, won 3 Super Bowls in the 80s. Unfortunately, they lost a great coach, and they've been miserable ever since. But the reason why they won 3 Super Bowls in the 80s is because they practiced, and they practiced, and they played like they practiced. It's for you now to practice. It is for you to hone your skills. It is for you to get your stuff together so that when you send that resume, it jumps up off the desk, grabs him by the lapels, pulls him out of the chair, slams him against the wall, and says, wow, this is the person I need to call. And when you go in for that interview, you shake their hand, and you look them square in the eye, and they go, whoa, this is the one